Hello guys, in this video I will be showing you how to connect two routers using the command line interface in Cisco Packet Tracer. Now for connecting two routers I will be using two routers and they will be having a single end device each. Okay, now let's do the connections. I will be using a serial wire that will be connected to first Ethernet 0 of this end device and the gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0 of the router. Similarly, the connection will be done in the second router also. Okay, now for connecting the two routers together, we will be adding extra modules in both the routers. Okay, so let's add the modules. I will just switch the router off. I will add the HWIC2T module here and switch the router on. Okay, same thing I will do with this router. I will switch it off. I will add the module and then I will switch it on. Okay, now we can connect the routers. For that I will be using a serial DT connection line, and from serial 0 by 1 by 0 to serial 0 by 1 by 0 of the second router I have connected. Now what I will do, I will configure the routers using the command line interface. So I will go to the CLI, then I will write N, that is no, and press the enter button 2 times. Then I will start writing the commands. So enable, then I will write config T, that is configure the terminal, and then I will enter the interface which I want to configure. That is, first I want to configure the gigabit Ethernet connection 0 by 0. Then I will enter the IP address, that is 192.168.1.1, and the subnet mask, that is 255.255.255.0. then no shutdown. Okay, now exit. So our this connection has been configured and what's left is this part of the connection. So for that I will write interface, then S0 by 1 by 0, then I will enter the IP address, that is 192.168.2.1, and the subnet, that is 255.255.255.252. okay, and then no shutdown. Okay, and then exit. Now it's time for the second router. So CLI N 2 times enter, and then N for enabling the router, then config T, then interface gigabit Ethernet 0 by 0, then the IP address 192.168.3.1, and then the subnet, that is 255.255.255.0, enter, then no shutdown. See, this connection has been configured and the final connection that's left is this one. So again enter, then exit, then interface S0 by 1 by 0, then is IP address 2.2, and then the subnet 255.255.255.252, then no shutdown, and then finally exit. Okay, so you can see all the connections have been activated Now let's check whether the packets sent from this PC is received by this PC or not. Okay, so go to the PC2, then desktop. Okay, before that, what we have to do, we have to enter the IP configs for both the PCs. Okay, so for the first PC, the IP address will be 192.168.1.2. the subnet will be automatically entered, and the default gateway will be 192.168.1.1. why? Because the IP address of this router for this gigabit Ethernet connection is this one, so that will be the default gateway. Okay, so this is being done, and the second end device, for that I will be configuring the IP address. So 192.168.3.2, the subnet mask automatically entered, and the default gateway will be 192.168.3.2, sorry 3.1, corresponding to the IP address for the gigabit Ethernet connection of the second router. Okay, so this is also done. Now what we will check, we will check the check for the ping test. So ping 192.168. the IP of the second computer or the second end device was 3.2. see, we are getting reply, but the destination host is unreachable. That means there is a 100% loss of data. Okay, so for that, what we will have to do, we will have to just add some lines of the commands in CLI. Okay, so we will do that. We will go to the router 1, then we will write here IP route, and then 192.168.3.0, then the subnet mask, and then now, as you can see, if you have noted down which router has what IP and which end device has what IP, then you can see that the 192.168.3.0, it's the IP of this connection. Okay, so we are writing this IP address in the router 1 because it will enable the PC1 to send packets to this connection, so that it will be received successfully. Okay, so the final one we will write is 192.168.2.0, because it will enable the packets to travel through this connection successfully, because the connection, this connection has the IP of 192.168.2.2 or 2.1 like that. Okay, so I have given 2.0 because it will adjust both 2.1 and 2.2 within itself. So let's press the enter, and it has been done. Same thing I will do for the second router. I will just write IP route, and then 192.168. okay, by mistake I pressed the enter button. So 192.168.1.0, then the subnet, and then finally the serial port connection, that is 192.168.2.0. so done. Now let's check for the ping test. Command prompt, the same thing. Okay, see, the reply is there. Okay, so no problem. The first one, that's the reply that we didn't get, that was because of time. If we just fast forward the time, this problem will be solved. So guys, this was all about how to connect two routers in Cisco Packet Tracer, and in this video I have discussed about how to use the CLI, that is the command line interface. So stay tuned to my channel for my next videos on this computer networks topic. Thank you.